Unspoken. Love finds its own way. Rowan, I told Avery, I'm into your best friend, don't breathe a word. That lasted until the best friend's wedding. I had Avery by the throat, your mouth ought to win a gold medal for silence. He sneered, mention you like him again and I'll deck you. 1. Lincoln is marrying Zoe. The Riverdale group chat detonates. I crunch an apple. Straight out of college vows, huh? Translation, cash gift. My already cash-strapped life just caught another frostbite. I speed dial Jordan. Yeah? Speak. Did you know about Lincoln's wedding? I'm best man. I'm nearly crying, so you don't have to fork over a cash gift, right? Correct. Maybe he hears the sniffle, his tone turns razor-edged. Charlie, don't tell me you're still hung up on Lincoln. Huh? I blank. He's getting married, don't jinx the universe. Jordan sounds annoyed, shower water drums in the background. I open my mouth, he hangs up. I squeeze the phone and bare my teeth at it. Then dial again. What? The water stopped? Why is he still pissed? Lend me $500 for the cash gift. Predictably, he's twice as irritated. 2. Truth, I used to crush on Lincoln. He transferred to Riverdale Middle and landed at the desk next to Jordan. 2 textbook heartthrobs sharing one worksheet. Daily avalanches of love letters, pink, scented, heartfelt. Don't ask, I wrote one. Addressed to Lincoln. Jordan scooped it up and tossed it out with the rest. Gee, thanks. So I switched to indirect warfare. After classes I blew 2 weeks' allowance on a chalk ice for Jordan. He eyed it and me suspiciously. What's the bribe? I grinned like a poodle. Neighborhood diplomacy, you know? Out with it. I pursed my lips, swinging one foot. Your desk mate's kind of cute, huh? He smiled, eyes fallen out. Can't you look yourself? Handsome packaging, defective mouth. If you don't want him, gift wrap and mail to me. Slightly flawed, clearance sale. I stayed coy, rose on tiptoe, lips to his ear. Whispered, I like Lincoln, don't spill. Then scuttled off in bashful lizard mode. Mark my words, tomorrow Lincoln would know. Judging by history, Emery blabbed my puppy love to the class monitor in 6th grade, Jordan would tell. I waited 1 day. 2. 3. Fast forward to Lincoln's wedding day. Jordan still hadn't said a syllable. Fort Knox has nothing on that guy. 3. The wedding. I arrive fashionably late. The vow swap is almost over. Haley squints, why the delay and what happened to your hair? I flick what's left of it, looking heroically resigned, went to Shigaji commune for the trendiest cut. Total lie. I walked into a strip mall salon wanting bangs. The stylist sheared me while I dozed. So now I'm sporting a haystack. Jordan strides over in his suit, rubs my haystack, tells Haley, your kid sister grew up? I duck away. Your kid sister. He clucks. Who did this? I'm finding him. The horror in his voice is Oscar-worthy. Forget it, he paid me $500. I'll transfer it later. Post-grad life, broke and petty. Even the red envelope I slipped the cash gift into was swiped from Jordan's drawer. Haley nudges me with a video of Lincoln kissing Zoe. I demolish shrimp while rewatching. Lincoln, so gorgeous. Dylan. I'm trash, I replayed it twice. 4. Midnight. After the reception, Haley and I hit a bar. Celebrating 21 years of singlehood. I haven't told them the other half. Earlier I crashed my city bike in front of a blind fortune teller. He proclaimed my face peach blossom free, boyfriend potential after 30 unless I restyle my hair. 30 by then I'll be a sugar mama, boyfriends come with the territory. Still, I panicked and chopped my locks. Later I realized, who sets up a crystal ball outside a barbershop? I tottered to Jordan's door. Bang bang bang. Shuffling inside. He opens, Charlie? It's late. Drunk logic activates. I leap, koala cling to him, pinch his cool soft lips. You vault. I confess secret after secret and you tell nobody. Do you want me single till 30? Jaden TSKS, say you like someone one more time and I'll throttle you. Maybe it's the alcohol, but I headbutt him. Last memory, I taste tofu cool, silky. 5. Noonlight stripes my face. I blink awake. Gray walls, navy sheets. Not my bedroom. Smells like Jaden's. I'm in a cami and cutoffs. I lick dry lips. Where's my jacket? Jaden leans on the jamb. Rise and shine. Thought you'd homestead. I barged in last night? 3 a.m. raid, he says, tongue probing a swollen lip. You blacked out? I gasp, no wonder my jacket's gone. You take advantage? I mean, look at me hot. He exhales. I'd rather swan dive off the balcony than touch a strand. Food's ready, IV got places to be. I roll out of bed. 6. At the table Jaden's phone vibrates nonstop. Profile pic, pastel bunny. Definitely a girl. He butters toast, unmoved. I crack. Who's that? A girl. No kidding. I mean, what relation? Girlfriend? He arches a brow, reclines, eyes pinning me. If I had one, she'd have guarded my virtue with her life. No drunken tumbleweeds allowed. Virtuoid word choice. I shake my foggy head, thoughts wander. The vibrating continues. I grit my teeth. Is she chasing you? Apparently. Figures. Some drought, others drown. As childhood witness to the Jaden fan club, I've seen every brand of crush, crash and burn. They're sweet, bubbly, devoted. Jaden only courts code. Yet every hopeful treats him like royalty except me. Age 1, I appended his formula. Age 2, pinned him till he bawled. In 8th grade I devoured a CEO romance novel, 99 Heartbeats 180 Rules to Win a President. Rule number 1, oppose him, men are masochists. Mom banned trashy books, so I hid it in Jaden's room and studied during homework raids. Finished it, saw the light, then realized I'd spent my life practicing rule number 1. He hates cilantro, so I terraformed his balcony into a cilantro jungle. He hates CEO fluff, I made him recite it aloud, monotone. Long out Yen leaned in, voice husky, woman, you're playing with fire. Still gives me goosebumps. Yet he never liked me back. No one bags Jaden. 7. My stare upgrades from friendly to homicidal. If you don't like her, don't string her along. I'll ghost her politely. He doubts me but hands over the phone. I hammer out a reply. Jaden, eat yet? Bunny, no. Asking me out? Perfect. Jaden, then go eat. Jaden, that's an order. Attach smug panda meme, bossy yet cheap. If she still wants him, she needs therapy. Predictably, silence. Jaden scrolls, half laughs. Your method? Yup, objections? Plenty. Town's tiny, I need a decent reputation. He types. Jaden, sorry, my girlfriend hijacked my phone. Girlfriend? Great, now I'm the villain. 8. I leave his place and head to Sugar, the cupcake shop I opened downtown. Small footprint, brutal rent. Started baking in college, but calorie panic forced me to use Jaden as lab rat. He surrendered his 8-pack to science until only one lonely ab remained. After that he boycotted my cupcakes, though by then my frosting game was flawless. Right after graduation, I let mom invest in my startup fund. Throw in marketing, renovations, the whole 9 yards. Pretty soon I was basically broke. I've been living off Jaden's bailouts ever since. Fortunately his company's already gaining traction, so spare cash isn't a problem for him. A soft chime. Customer incoming. It's a guy. Peach blossom eyes, chiseled jaw, arrow straight nose, baby face glow, skin so smooth it looks filtered. He's been showing up a lot lately, always orders the vanilla lemon cake. My new part-timer tugs my sleeve, shooting me frantic eye signals. I can read them loud and clear. Boss, that hottie's back. I fire a few silent ones back, seriously gorgeous. Yeah, you making a move? I'm old news, passing. Then I'm going in. Her name is Mia, sophomore at State. Today she spotted a cute guy. But the guy heads straight for me. Hey, sis, one vanilla lemon cake, please. I blink. Coming up. I tell Mia to box it. Little dude beams. Can we be friends, sis? Mia winks like crazy. Go, go, huge catch. I bite my lip, at his contact all shy. His avatar, lone figure on a cliff at sunset. Handle, a single period. Name's Cameron, sis. I can't help sighing. If this boy had been born a few years earlier, maybe I'd never have listened to that con artist fortune teller and stupidly chopped my hair. Must have been lousy luck that kept me single all those years. Rotten blossoms? Tons. But with campus heartthrobs like Jaden and Lincoln setting the bar, I couldn't stomach anyone second-rate. Meeting premium blossom Cameron is a first. I check my reflection in the window. Hair barely covers my ears, makeup on point, body still emery slender. Yet the cut leaves a clumsy halo. I clench my fist. Next time I meet that con man, I'll show him why roses are blood red. Lately the universe is spitting on me. Halfway home the sky opens up, no umbrella, so I just sprint. When I reach my studio over the laundromat, the door's ajar. Instinct screams burglary. I whip out the fruit knife I keep in my bag. Push the door, landlord. Place is trashed. Rent's not due for 3 months, I remind her. She's a kindly middle-aged woman. Sweetie, the pipe burst, I had to call emergency repairs. Water almost flooded the downstairs laundry. Place is uninhabitable, you'll need to find somewhere else, fast. Right now? Lucky she's decent, no scam. Yep, I'll refund the remaining rent and your deposit. I head inside to pack. Fall clothes are thin, not much. But odds and ends fill 2 suitcases. Rain still drumming. I speed dial Jaden. It rings forever before he picks up. Voice gravelly, half asleep, half, something else. Charlie, this better be life or death. My eyes narrow. Something's off. 11 p.m. dangerous hour. Single guy, peak health single guy. Insert 3 symbolic tisks here. You do the math. I tread carefully. Did I interrupt? He growls, who else would be insane enough to wake me? Oh, you were sleeping? My disappointment is loud. He catches it instantly. Disappointed? Crushed. I pounce, dreaming of someone? Silence. 5 beats. Spit it out 3 seconds or I hang. Pipe burst, place flooded, I'm broke, can I crash at yours for a night or 10? 3 seconds flat. Charlie flash chase. Fine. Fine? That's it? I yell into the phone. Come over, not like I'm stopping you. Voice still syrupy with sleep. But I know he's in. Mom suggested the same when I graduated. I'd refused. Bad for my love life. Since you're so eager, pick me up. Save the cab fare. Jaden hauls me and my stuff to his place near midnight. Hair and clothes cling rain-damp misery. I yank fresh clothes from the suitcase. He watches, lazy spectator. Before I dive into the bathroom I toss him a look. Since you're free, fold my clothes, I'm crashing straight after my shower. Door slammed before he can protest. So hard the frame shutters, refuse and you're next. Still, he knocks over the water roar. Father hen lecture slipping through. Next time, gentle with the door. That thing's expensive, you know. Anyone who calls Jaden reckless can fight me. Guy knows how to live. Top shelf everything in the bathroom, no surprise. Clues everywhere, the cilantro I'd left on his balcony? He's trimmed every leaf into knife shapes. Probably imagined plunging one into me. I emerge an hour later, lights dimmed halfway, assuming he's asleep. But the living room lamp glows warm amber. Jaden's stretched on the couch, changed into gray sweats and a white tee, pure home mode. Compulsion pulls me over. Sofa is wide, yet his frame claims most real estate. Good thing my silhouette's still cooperative. I settle beside him, leaning to secretly study my Avery. They say thin lips mean a thin heart, wonder if he's the exception. Lashes thick, double lids, when those eyes open, everything looks adored. His face has shed boy softness, angles sharpening. My hand itches to yank an eyelash. Before I can, he blinks awake. Groggy, amused. Warm fingers circle my wrist. Heat bleeding into my veins, turning them liquid. I start to explain my weird urge. He tugs, I topple onto his chest. Thud of his heart. Hand slides to my waist. My face goes incandescent, ears on fire. Voice rough, sexy. Quit flirting, Scarlett Johansson. Huh? He thinks I'm Black Widow? So the man's dreaming in Hollywood. I fling his hand off, the jolt drags him closer to earth. I smack the waist he just touched. Jinx. He pieces it together, sorry, thought you were someone else, explains why reality felt so HD. Of course it's HD, that's my soft, snow-white waist, thank you. Who's Scarlett Johansson? He hitches a brow, smirk playing. You don't know? Avengers Black Widow. Ah, Olsen Widow. People still dream in full legal names? She stacked? I ask, faux casual. Jaden laughs, drapes forearm over his eyes, voice dripping mirth, oh, she's ridiculously prime. 10 tons of friendship, 0 pounds of loyalty, typical. Free rent doesn't mean freeloading. 7 p.m., he should be off work. I WhatsApp him. Kicking the crippled leg, home tonight? Between cupcake sales I see his reply. Jaden, yep. Kicking the crippled leg, hungry? Jaden, starved. Skipped lunch. If you're cooking, note I'd rather die than eat takeout. Such a princess. Kicking the crippled leg, relax, hot pot kit, it's all I can manage. Jaden, deal. Kicking the crippled leg, pick me up? We'll raid Hudson downstairs for supplies. Attach a smug panda meme. Jaden, leaving office now, on my way. Before I can lock the screen, a clear male voice drifts in, Charlie, any cakes left? Cameron. Since our self-introduction he's gone quiet. He did DM some sweaty court photos, nice, but not my type. I answered polite. His Instagram screams wholesome college jock. I smile. Sold out, little bro. Your vanilla lemon's gone. He pouts. Ah, really none? I chuckle. All those workout posts, cake kills the gains, doesn't it? Jaden swore off my cupcakes after his abs blurred. It had taken a solid month of living at the gym to get my body back. He dragged me there once. At the time TikTok was flooded with that suspended hula hoop challenge. I pestered him until, in a black tank top, he finally gave me a demo. The clip is still saved on my phone. These days Jaden keeps popping into my head way too often. I snap back, realizing Cameron has said something. What was that again? His dimples flash. I said, big sis, I shared all the cupcakes with my roommates. What do I say next? Why'd you give them away? Because of you. But some things are better left unsaid. Only hate that you were born too late, big sis is no longer ruled by her heart. All she wants is to make money. Well, you could try Dash. Before I can finish, a silhouette appears outside the glass. Jaden's in a navy trench coat, hair falling carelessly over his forehead. December wind reddens his nose, those thin lips curl in teasing amusement as he stares at me. My voice dies mid-sentence. Where did this sudden awkward panic come from? He pushes the door open, smooth as ever. You should check out her blueberry cake, he tells Cameron. It's killer. He chuckles, then turns to me. Ready to head home? Didn't you say we still need groceries? Something feels off. Yeah, almost done. We'll leave in a sec. Cameron's ears are pink. I bite my lip, box up a blueberry cupcake, and slide it across the counter. On me. Try a new flavor sometime, see you next visit. Cameron exhales, defeated. Definitely still a kid. I pat his head. Bye-bye, I'm out. Once Cameron's gone, I give Dylan a few quick instructions, then leave with Jaden for the supermarket under his building. 14. The car's heater is cranked high. I unwind my scarf the moment I climb in. The back of my neck itches. Right, this coat was a rushed purchase, the price tag is still attached. The bulky sleeves make it impossible to reach. I twist toward Jaden. Jaden, can you pull the price tag out for me? A sharp smack, his palm hits the steering wheel. I glance back, puzzled. He plants a hand on my head and swivels me forward. Hold still. Didn't you ask me to cut the tag? His fingers are cool, I shiver. Cold, he asks, voice low. I stay silent. His fingertips graze the collar, inching inside toward the tag. Every stroke leaves a trail of tingling heat down my spine. Snip. The tag appears in front of my eyes. The look Jaden gives me is meaningful. 15. Inside the store, he pushes the cart while I pick ingredients. In the liquor aisle, I ask, want anything to drink? He raises a brow. You drinking? I'm easy. He smiles. Let's grab some, then. Tonight's on me, so the cart piles up. Jaden scans each QR code at the self-checkout. I wander, bored until someone freezes me mid-step. Plain tang jacket, lean build, tall, and those trademark round shades. It's him, the con artist who lured me into that barbershop. I murmur. Pay first, I'll reimburse you. I see an old friend, gotta say hi. Ellis, go. I saunter over, the off-key whistle reaches me first. Faking a smile, I clamp a hand on his shoulder. Long time no see. Master. The last word is a growl. He stiffens, then greets me with a nervous grin. Charlie. Your haircut looks great. He spins to bolt. Stop right there. He's quick, just not quick enough. Riverdale girls 800-meter record holder, remember? 16. Cornered in an alley, nowhere left. Run, why don't you? I'm not even winded. How can a girl sprint that fast? Don't ask. Credit clean living. Months of growth finally moved me past the horror stage, a decent salon made me presentable again. I yank his collar. Give my hair back. If you can't tell fortunes, don't fake it. He flaps like paper. Let's be civil, Charlie, I am a scholar. Fair point. I switch to his wrist. March police station. He flails. Give me a chance to fix this. Arms folded, I demand, how? You got a magic tonic for instant length? No. Police it is. But I really can read faces. Last time was, quota pressure. So the prophecy that I'd only date at 30 was bogus? Totally. Let me recalculate. He sits cross-legged on the ground. Look, total fortune face never dated, right? Correct. The timing wasn't ripe. I'm half curious, I squat. You've got loads of suitors, but someone's been blocking them. Really? Think, who's the man always around, besides your dad? Your future boyfriend is rich, young, successful, and crazy good-looking. I frown. Description? Hard to say, definitely hot, probably glasses, Emery, the perfect power couple. CEO novel buzzwords. Discount flattery. Footsteps echo through the fog. A tall figure emerges. Jaden. Navy coat over a black suit, I suddenly remember he had a business dinner. Night mist outlines him, silver frames now perch on his nose. Cue imaginary K-drama violins. The scammer's checklist replays. Handsome check. Glasses check. Bill check. Loaded check. My fingers curl. Time stops. Jaden's lips part. What, I grow dollar bills on my face? Reality crashes in. He waves a scallion at me. You nuts? Running after some con alone, what if it got dangerous? Nope. No CEO romance hero speaks with a Northeast accent. 17. After Hot Pot I study his expression still stormy. Whatever. I bounce to the bathroom, the spices cling to my hair. Mid-shampoo the water cuts. Shampoo in my eyes, I can't see. I wrap myself in a bath towel and yell. Jaden. His voice is low. What's wrong? No water. Bubbles in my eyes, just come in and rinse me with a bottle. The door opens. Silence. He checks the shower dry, grabs a liter of mineral water and gently flushes my eyes. I'll fix it. Step out. Vision clear, I look up. He smiles. I test the faucet dead. Steam clouds the room, my face burns. Can you handle it? My voice quivers. Easy fix, I think. Okay, I'll wait. I twist my hair up in a towel, ears hidden and flaming. 10 minutes later he leans in the doorway, tilting his head toward the bathroom. Done. Thanks. I move to pass, he blocks half the frame. I tug his sleeve. Scoot. Charlie. He studies me, unsmiling. 10 still seconds. He leans close, voice lazy. Take your time, he murmurs, licking his lip. Don't catch cold. 18. Jaden swamped lately, home late or not at all. Since college he and a bunch of comp-sci buddies have been coding games. By junior year they'd scored seed money, right after graduation they opened a studio. With New Year's around the corner crunch time is on. Snows late this winter. When the first snowfall finally drifts down my Instagram feed is full of song shares dash, December miracle, first snow on loop. I step onto the balcony as flakes whirl through the night. The radiator inside was cranked high, so I'd stepped out wearing only a white sweater, my hands were almost numb from the cold. I rubbed them together, opened my phone, and snapped a picture of the snow on the branches. Posted to Instagram. Watching the first snowfall alone. I hit share. Friends from every corner of the country commented. Jaden left one too. Jaden, then how about I come? Me, come on, I'm waiting. He never replied. Instead, Emery messaged me. Haley, fishing for a guy? Me, that obvious? Haley, alone for the first snowfall, so cheesy. You never used to be like this. No wonder you talked in that fake cute voice when I called. Me, dying. Haley, let me guess which dogman it is. Haley, Jaden? Me, not telling. Haley, I know you too well. Anyway, if you're free let's walk around. It's the first snowfall, Lakeside will be hopping. 19. Haley and I strolled Lakeside arm in arm. She was right. College couples were everywhere. Street vendors had smelled profit and were peddling roses one stem at a time. Business was booming. Your studio over the laundromat is flooded, why not crash at mine? Your place is tiny, it can't handle a goddess like me. She narrowed her eyes. So, Casey? Tolerable. I sipped hot boba until warmth finally reached my toes. Do you like Jaden? Haley pinched my cheek and demanded. I pressed my lips together. She kept prodding. I finally laughed. You'll find out soon enough. Haley's gaze flicked past me. Stop stalling, look behind you. I followed her line of sight. My eyes landed on a striking pair. The guy I knew, Jaden. The girl I also knew, Luna, the one half of Riverdale's legendary high school couple with him. Luna was willowy, porcelain-skinned, beautiful, and gentle like moonlight. She'd studied fashion design at State and now modeled. While I stared, a cute guy walked up. "Hi, can we be friends?" Buzz cut, sharp features exactly my type. I smiled and added him. When I looked again, Jaden was heading straight toward us. He arrived just as I accepted the new guy's friend request. Quite the catch. I lifted my phone. Not bad, he's my type. True, I've always gone for that rugged look. Congrats. Same to you. Where's Luna? Haven't seen her in ages, I should say hi. For extra effect, I rose on tiptoe to peer around him. Really? Didn't you two meet 6 months ago? Haley glanced between us and couldn't help herself. I've got a run early shift tomorrow. Jaden and I spoke at the same time. Bye. I'll drive you. 20. The whole ride was just Haley and me chatting. Jaden quietly played chauffeur. Harmony all around. After we dropped her off, we returned to his place. He flicked on the living room lights. I draped my coat over the couch. I'm grabbing a shower. He said, Luna mentioned you two met once before graduation. Yeah. I knelt on the sofa, arms draped over the back, totally calm. Jaden walked over, braced both hands on the couch, and leaned in until we were eye level. She also said you asked whether she and I had ever dated. His voice dropped. Was that important to you? Actually. Vitally, life or death important. Because you were the moon I could never reach when we were kids. 21. I had a crush on Jaden. Nobody knew, least of all him. From childhood, I told him everything. We were next-door neighbors, and our moms worked late, so after kindergarten we only had each other. In grade school I fell in love constantly, class president, study rep, PE monitor, you name it. Rowan didn't understand feelings, I just thought they were cool, and every new crush was immediately reported to Jaden. He'd shrug his little backpack higher and ask, Charlie, you like someone different every day, don't you get tired? His voice was still baby soft, the cutest lisp. Nope. Because those were only words. When I started writing love letters to Lincoln, he finally realized I was serious. He stopped talking to me. A few times I knocked on his door and he'd just say, Charlie, I'm tired of hearing who you like now. I bloomed late, not until junior year did I figure out that I maybe definitely liked Jaden. Then Luna showed up. Rumors spread like wildfire. Did you hear Luna and Jaden are together? They got locked in the equipment room on cleanup duty. They study at the library every day. My jealousy bubbled like a kettle about to scream. So I did the thing I'm most ashamed of. The next time they had cleanup together, I anonymously reported them for dating to the vice principal. Total coward move. But Jaden recognized the letter. Pink envelope, floral scent, extras from my Lincoln love letter stash. Left-handed scribble. Luna cried in the office. Jaden stood beside her, face blank. When she sobbed, guilt flooded me like a tide. I watched from the hallway window. Jaden turned his head, our eyes met. His gaze was utterly calm. What started as guilt turned into utter shame. I'd become the person I hated most, the tattletale. I dodged him for weeks, my knees went weak every time I glimpsed those dark eyes. Guilt will do that. I stuffed imported chocolates from Mom into Luna's desk every day for a month. One day he caught me. What are you doing? My face caught fire. And nothing. He stepped closer. Hand. I surrendered, opening my fist to reveal the chocolate. He cradled my hand, pried my fingers open, and lifted the candy. Jaden met my eyes, unwrapped the gold foil with deliberate slowness. The crinkle sounded like a verdict. He popped the chocolate into his mouth. Pretty sweet, he said. So casual, yet to my guilty ears it sounded like, you're forgiven. He must have known. I wrote the letter. I was too mortified to ever confess. Because apparently I wasn't a very good person. I kept a diary notebook. Pages and pages, but most of them screaming the same line. I really, really, really like Jayden. Want to tell him. Terror at the thought. That year I finally understood. A secret crush is a vow you can't say out loud. Like the notebook I buried beneath the old locust tree. Gathering dust. 22. Right before graduation, Haley signed on as a model agent. By pure chance Luna became a model too. I visited Haley backstage after Luna's show. We hadn't been close in high school, but she greeted me like an old friend. First sentence out of her mouth, "So how are you and Jayden these days?" I froze. Same as always. We went to college in the same city but different schools. We weren't texting nonstop, just shared New Year's Eve dumplings and the annual watch party. Luna tilted her head. I honestly thought you two would end up together. Why? She laughed. You reported us for dating back then because you liked him, right? A ghost from the past slapped me. I shut my eyes. You knew? You fed me chocolate for a month, hard to miss. I exhaled slowly. Jayden knew too. He told me not to blame you, said your moral compass hadn't finished developing. I was the only one suffering, but after graduation he set me up with our class president, so we're even. Can't believe you two are still this slow, still not together. Jayden knows everything. Every single thing except the one secret I still keep. I like him. Freshman year, a senior blocked my classroom door every day until Jayden showed up, decked him, and dragged me away. Sophomore year, a shift manager harassed me, Jayden punched him and walked me out. Junior year, I tried to move on and dated a club classmate. He saw through it all. A tale of unlucky Avery and his ridiculous girl next door. Sounds like a fairy tale, right? So does he like me or not? You and him were never a thing? Please, no. We only ran into each other at the library, and I liked the class president back then. The one with the black-rimmed glasses who looked like a tiny bureaucrat. 23. Back at my studio over the laundromat, I lay in bed and replayed the video of Jayden doing weighted hula hoop planks, his torso suspended in midair, rotating like gravity was optional. My heart had never pounded this hard. So I made a decision. I was going to bait him. I barged into his apartment drunk and kissed him while the booze still fogged my brain. I did it on purpose. The leak in my studio over the laundromat wasn't that bad, but I still moved out overnight because I wanted to live at his place. I did it on purpose. I left the price tag on my sweater so he'd be the one to rip it off. I did it on purpose. I asked him to unpack my suitcase. Every last piece of lingerie had been swapped for matching sets. I did it on purpose. I broke the water heater and answered the door in nothing but a bath towel. I did it on purpose. If someone had to ruin Jayden, I wanted it to be me, flawed, reckless, taking advantage of his endless leniency. Anyone but me? Not allowed. 24. Jayden asked whether it mattered to me if he and Luna had ever dated. I didn't answer. I just went back to the bedroom and locked the door. After that day, Jayden and I sank into the same pond, tangled underwater, unable to pull each other to the surface. I moved in slow motion, he watched in silence. The cute guy I met on the first snow day kept texting. Looked like he really liked me. New Year's Eve, Jayden still had to work late. I bought a mini cake to count down with. He finally walked in at 11:30. I set my phone on the table and headed for the fridge. A ping, new WhatsApp. Sender, first snow hottie 6 feet 1 inch. Jayden's eyes narrowed. 6'1", huh? Tall, but still a couple inches short of me. I bit my lip to smother the grin. He's okay. I opened the chat and the picture he'd sent. I couldn't help the squeak ooh dash. Even sitting, Jayden had the height advantage, he saw the screen just fine. A shirtless mirror selfie. The six-pack abs carved in sharp lines, a hint of AV cutting south. Jayden kept smiling, but it turned a little feral. Nice body. Texting a month now? Ready to make it official? He sounded like someone's disapproving dad. I pretended to think. Almost. Not sure how relationships work, though. Jayden nodded slowly. No problem. I can teach you. Generous of him. I didn't blink. Great. He stood, looked down at me, cool as you please, then detoured to the liquor cabinet and pulled out the hardest vodka we owned. Thud bottle down harder than necessary. Something dangerous flared in the air. I took a reflex step back. You're going to teach me, fine why the vodka? He cracked the seal, unhurried. Liquid courage. Leaning against the table, he stared at me with predator calm. Daring me. You game? 25. I coughed, the stuff burned. I finally admitted my tolerance was garbage. Still, I bluffed, have you ever even dated anyone? I'd never heard a single story. I have. I blinked. How many? Depends on your definition. Meaning? If we held hands, hugged, kissed in my book, that counts. His gaze pinned me. Hand-holding check, more than once. Hugging check, the night he called me Scarlett Johansson. Kissing my calculated drunk kiss. Cool, soft. So how many? Smiling, I leaned in until only a breast separated us. Jayden's voice went husky. Just one. He bent closer, I could see the tiny down on his cheek. I dodged his lips. Oh, almost midnight. Happy New Year, I am off to bed. I spun away. A low laugh behind me. Playing me? In a flash my wrist was trapped. One tug and I was against the table. He palmed my waist and lifted me onto it in a single fluid move. Alcohol laced his breath. Charlie, still fishing? I draped my arms around his neck, lazy. I have no idea what you mean. First kiss, remember it? I shook my head, grinning. The clock began to strike. Fireworks exploded outside. Jayden's whisper burst like a bubble against my ear. Let me refresh your memory. His mouth found mine. I kissed him back hard. 26. After all, he saw through my scheming. I saw through his pretense of calm. I baited, he watched and played along. We both knew the score. And Jayden's core strength? Definitely not wasted. End of main story. New Year's Day. I was forced to deliver the seasonal crab order to Jayden's house. Okay, maybe not that forced. Vance and he were still fussing in the kitchen when I stepped inside. Jayden took the platter and stole a kiss. Plans tonight? I arched a brow. Watch the gala. And? I tilted my head. He pulled me close. Take a walk later? A date? Deal. We hadn't told Mom we were together. Sneaking around under the parental radar was half the fun. After dinner, while I was texting Jayden from my room, Mom shouted, Jordan, your dad and I are off to play cards. Got it. I instantly messaged Jayden. Kick the good leg of the cripple, coast clear, Mom's gone winky-faced, Jayden, on my way. I squealed and ran to the door. The second he stepped inside I hooked his neck and kissed him. Mid-kiss I heard glass shatter. Mom, who should have been at cards, stood in the living room. On instinct I shoved Jayden a meter away like he was radioactive. Mom tottered around in shock until she dialed Quinn. Future in-laws. Our covert romance? Officially busted. Jayden sighed. Charlie's been weird lately. She showed up drunk at 3 a.m. I was furious. Walking home alone after drinking is suicidal. I mentally cued tomorrow's horror story PSA. Then she kissed me. I froze, my hand slipped and she almost fell. But she locked her arms around my neck. For one clear second her eyes were perfectly sober. Do drunk girls protect themselves that fast? That kiss flipped a switch I thought was broken. I started dreaming about her nonstop. Yeah, guys are pigs. I had pull all-nighters the week her apartment flooded. The moment I crashed, she invaded my dreams, explicit ones. So when she woke me, I was irritable. Then she asked to move in. My first thought, debt collector. While unpacking, I found a vacuum bag stuffed with lace sets. I sighed and, eyes half shut, stashed it in the middle drawer. She was in the shower. To keep my imagination caged, I went straight to bed. She still inched closer. Men really are animals. I caved, hugged her under the cover of sleep talking. Even muttered a ridiculous excuse, Scarlett Johansson. Who recites full names while sleep talking? Luckily she's gullible. Lately she's been clingy. Ever since the high school incident she's kept her distance. I noticed every inch of it. I planned to confront her once she cooled off. But days passed and she was still spilling secrets, so sincere I doubted myself. I hesitated. What if she ran? Back in senior year, her lab partner confessed and she vanished from his life. Those secrets drive me insane. So we stayed stuck. Until she asked me to cut her price tag. Suddenly the static in my head quieted. I'm not clueless. Boy-girl stuff is boy-girl stuff. But Charlie's different. Her talent show act was crushing a cinder block on her chest. The old Charlie would have yanked off her coat and clipped the tag herself. I smiled, maybe she was baiting me. Suspicion turned to near certainty when she sabotaged the water heater and greeted me in a towel. She used to send photos asking, hot or not. That night I felt the answer scorching. I fixed the unit in minutes, then hid in the bathroom for 5, dissecting her behavior. No conclusions, only the thought, if we ended up together, I'd be the luckiest idiot alive. But she still chats up every pretty boy. Tough odds. New Year's week she quit pretending. I produced the vodka. Liquid courage is essential. Without it, pride gets in the way. Thank God I got my wish. Finn,